Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Evan Can't Draw. So, it's Halloween week, and I wanted to do something rather special this week. So, allow me to tell you guys a little story. You guys might know me as the guy from Mystery Brony Theater. You guys might know me as the guy who did Ants. You might know me as the guy who killed Monster Kid. But in the beginning, I actually am infamous for doing something else. Let me take you all the way back to 2013. I think it was 2013. Please excuse me. And my friends actually introduced me to a little thing called Creepypasta. If you guys don't remember that, oh, of course you know what Creepypasta is. What am I even saying? I'm sorry. That was a stupid observation. I apologize. So, let me just send a quick message real quick. Anyway, tonight, I'm actually going to be doing something from a creepypasta I'm actually infamous for. So let me make something clear. I did not write this creepypasta. It's not my work, but it's just something I found. One day, my friends introduced me to creepypasta with Lost Silver. It's a poke pasta, really good, bring the kids. So what happened was, excuse me, what happened was they showed me a Lost Silver and I got obsessed. I loved that old stuff. Jeff the Killer, um, BRVR, Slender Man. I didn't really like Slender Man, but it's just, I have to name him. You know, he's an icon. That being said, I was able to get into a lot of cool stuff. It was actually an interesting, pretty interesting, experience, honestly. So what happened is that I was browsing around one day and I found myself something that's rather interesting. A creepypasta that's called Snow on Mount Silver. I'm going to actually do a screen share with you in just a moment. The Sprite into something a little bit more, hopefully more terrifying. So as you can see, I did this thing. I got the original Sprite. I traced it. Yes, I traced it. Give me a break. I don't care. First thing I'm going to do is make my canvas. Oh yeah, I should probably move this to the side here. I need to also mention here that I am not I've lost a screen because I'm using it for something else. So I am going to need to be my whole other screen is going to be a little crowded. That being said, let's see. Let's begin. Excuse me. First thing we gotta do is change the palette. All right, let's see. I'm gonna need a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, white. Okay. Let's see what I did last time. So the dark stuff indicates his like guts and everything, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. And I'm going to be using these as a reference, so that way I know I can remember what I made. See if I can make them a little bit smaller. People have come up with a lot of cool images of this Pikachu. Honestly, I love what people come up with, and I'm really proud of of how big it became. Thanks for making it big, guys. I wouldn't have been anywhere without you. But then after that, people now know me for killing Monster Kid and Mystery Brony Theater, obviously. So we're gonna make this thing look a lot like a nightmare. Now the obvious thing we gotta do is we gotta start with the color change. So as you can see, I took the sprite online and remade everything. Let's start by changing its skin. So I'm just going to make this a simple way. Wish I was a real expert in Photoshop because then I'd be able to do that. So I guess I can talk a little bit about the production while I'm doing this. When we made it, it was actually kind of interesting because, like, it had a, oh wait, hold on. I always like to make doubles. There we go. We had a bit of a, whoa, what the fuck happened here? Wait, huh? Why is it not like... Let's try and... Yeah, that's weird. What the why is it all the way up there? Okay, that was weird. Let's get his red in there. So his red, I usually make him like gray. You know what? I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way. Color overlay, and then make him this. Why? It's like, oh, it's, I see the problem. Let's go. There we are. So when we made it, I wanted to find a good person to make the, to make it. So I came across a guy, his name was, I think his name was Bruce Smith or Mr. Creepypasta or whatever his name was. And, ooh, that's cute. Look at him. He's cute. Let's make him horrifying. So when I found him, he made a Buried Alive mod that I loved. And I said, dude, you want to help me make this thing? And he's like, I think I can help you make this thing. And we did a lot of experimenting, some hit and miss, but he was the guy who made the thing possible. So as usual, we're going to start by making his eyes open because, as you know, the cold Pikachu has gaping eyes. Let me see if I can find an original image of him again. I kind of like this one because of his like little smirk. He's like, I'm cold. Actually, let's get him in here. He's gonna be a little blurry, but hey, why not? You get to see where he's at now. I always wondered what he was smiling about. The movie, but yeah, he was the guy who came up with the mod. He was able to experiment with RPG Maker. There were some things that were kind of holding us back, like he had a hard time figuring out the snow mod and everything like that. But he we experimented. You can take that for any way you like, and it turned out pretty good. We just saw what we could do. All right, let's get this started. Begin with its eyes. It was hard getting rid of the music. We made the whole thing in RPG Maker, which is really cool. And it got him to experiment with other creepypastas. I've never spoken to him in real life, no. Guess I could keep his eyeballs. No, I'm going to make it a little smaller, give it a little depth. No. There we go. So we got to work on that with the eyes, good. Now, let's see if we can get him looking crazy. We have to get rid of his tail. The tail was crazy. Like, as you see right here, I was able to, like, skin the tip of the tail. I've done the bottom again. I've given him some bone in there. That's pretty good stuff. Let's begin. What should I do for this one? He still has, like, a lightning bolt there. Give him some lingering, I guess. Let's see here. Can I erase it like pixel by pixel? It's like another eraser I can do. Pencil. There you go. Let's get rid of that tail. I forgot to change the background. The background I usually like to change into like a midway black, midway white, like a grayish. Yep, let me do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's brighten him up a little bit. I can see. Good. And I think he's cute. I think this thing is adorable. I don't care what anybody says. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of some other stuff. So he has like a little bit of a cripple there. So that's the big question here. How do I make this thing look even more horrifying? The thing that's easy about it is that I still can technically need to make him look, gosh darn, he has to be sprite accurate. That's why he's there, yeah. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to make a color overlay that's going to be like light green. So that way I can see the changes. I'm pretty sure no one will fault me if I do that. There we go. Let's get rid of the black. I'm going to keep that one right there. Okay. Now the red. Now the yellow. Oh. Okay. I should probably get rid of that too. No, I want erase. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. So there we go. We got that thing there. Let's see what he looks like with that off. It's okay. He's pretty good. Looks like he's wearing sunglasses. I love it. Let's see. I'm having a hard time like following everything. Please excuse me. So have I played the Friday Night Funk? I just said I didn't play Friday Night Funkin'. It's kind of an interesting. It looks good. I like the sprite work they did on it. But it's kind of fascinating now to see it like that, but it's wait, what is this? What was this? Was that me? Yes, it was. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one too. Rid of some yellow. Wait, that's black. We'll work on giving him the bones later. It's red. Okay. So he has one ear missing. Now for this one, I think I've done both ears. I mean, like I've done one for this one. I kind of give him like a little bone, but we're gonna give him like let's go with the ear. So in most fan art, he's been having a lot. He's had a lot of exposed brains, which honestly I didn't intend. But he's got a lot of guts. Like it was more bone than guts than like gore. I used a lot of gore for the other sprites. I wanted this one to look like it was a husk, but I like what people still came up with. This doofy one. My thing is the one I liked what they did with Red. Red was kind of undone. They made him look like he was smiling, but no, I had his jaw ripped off. Oh my God, listen to me. I feel like like a kid again. Eh. Honestly, drawing the missing ear was always the hard part because he when I did it, I'm trying not to get through his eye. That's the problem. I wish I could find Roses Are Red. I would love to tell them thank you for making such a good thing there. Like I wouldn't have gotten any inspiration to do stuff without them. Okay, let's get this husk out of here. There we go. I don't want to get it too close to the eye. So when we made it, it was kind of interesting because I kind of did it in the right way and the wrong way. I did go out and do and hold auditions for who would play Angie, but what happened is that what happened is that it was a hard thing there. We went through one Angie right there. Blake was pretty easy to find because I already did a short film with the guy who did him, Mr. Alex Blackwell, who was an actor who did work for me before when I was in college. He he played a I forgot what the character's name was, but he was essentially a character in this short we made called I Am Nerd, where he basically he was like a side character. So I'm like, hey, you doing this? I'm doing this too. See if I can make this a little bit more interesting. Bang. What the fuck? Okay. Bickety. No, wait. Nope. God damn it. Get this. Dang it. Bibbity. Bobbity. Boo. What am I saying? All right, let's get its leg. Its leg has to be like, he has like a, kind of like a thinner leg. Look at some of the other ideas that people came up with. There's some people who really did get the stretching. So this one, I want to put a little bit more gore in there, maybe. Oh yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more blood around there, kind of like what I did with this one and this one. I want this thing to look a little bit more disturbing than before. So let's see. So oh yeah, he has a little chunk up here as well. Some black in there. Oh wait, no. I might go a little bit over the clock just because I've been excited to make this all week. Doesn't he look cute? I think he looks cute. Someone actually made their own Pokédex accurate version of the character. So he doesn't have a body. He has like that whole side of himself erased. So let's erase it. It's always one thing. I only switched the leg once, and it was during the second version. Again, I don't like the smile on this one. It looks like it's just something I just drew like instantly. The first one was good. This one is the most horrifying. It looks like a carcass. Because I think I added the smile there. Like, as you see, it goes like off pixel. And most iterations, you actually don't see his cheeks. You actually don't see his cheeks anywhere, aside from like the edges of his mouth. Which is fine. I guess that's kind of like a tradition. Even in this one, he kind of gets it's like right up there. Or is that his stripe? No, who cares? Let's see. Blow his freaking side open. Let's say right about here. Why isn't? Oh, it's not. It's not on brush. But he has like. Okay, let me put that overlay so I can know what to delete. There you go. Gets whites off. It's kind of interesting because like when I first made this, I was looking it up like different fan art and there was very few of it. Only the one used for the pasta and one for the for the for the Pikachu, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Next, I gotta blow his little foot off. Poor little Pikachu. Blow that little foot off. There we go. Wait, hold on. Let's make this right there. Okay, I have some plans, don't worry. I saw one that someone made. Is there any particulars I like? I like the one someone made. It was completely more realistically frostbitten. He made him like black. He made his body like pitch, like dead black. Like, because I think if when you do get some frostbite, you actually do go completely black. Okay, so now I need to give him a little bit of a nick there, like that one. So like give a little stuff there on his back. So let's see what he can do there. Don't want to go too overboard. I don't like that one. It was too much. Let's get rid of those. Okay. What'd you do tonight on Evan Can't Draw, everybody? Well, I murdered a Pikachu. Again. I remember the day there's like, I hate bragging about those days of success, but I feel like I should just talk about it. So when it came out, I did advertise it, but I was not expecting it to go as big as I thought. Hold on, I gotta redo this a little bit. I think I overdid it a little bit. Let me see if I can redo that one. I want a little bit of some ways to kind of distinguish it from the other one. And it was like, everybody went nuts. Everybody loved it. Everybody was giving it good reviews. It got 1,000 hits. People on other creepypastas were posting it. Again, Mr. Creepypasta had a cameo in it. It was during the time when he was like not too well known. He was like just starting out. He's the weather reporter guy that says, when we return, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, that's what he did. And when he did it, it was actually kind of interesting. I tried emailing him again to see if he could pick up, but I don't think he's still using that email anymore. Would I do a collab? He wouldn't want to collab with me. So let's see. There we go. Let's see. Oh, that looks fucking cool. I love it. Zoom out a little bit. Let's see what it looks like in Sprite. Oh, that's nice. It looks like he's got a little do there. All right. So let's try if we can make his bone structure. Let's see here. I'll work more on the blood later. He actually also... Oh, yeah, there's one more thing I gotta make. I gotta make his gash. So I'm gonna make it a little bit more like crescent-sized in a way. Don't want to overdo it. There we go. Take care of that. Good. Get rid of the reds. Bang. Let's see what it looks like now. Cool. Let's go back. Okay, he doesn't even look like a Pikachu anymore at this point. Like, the thing I liked about the blood in the original, it has like a little bit of subtlety to it. It doesn't know like the whole crying blood thing. Like, this one isn't even him crying blood. It's him fucking just his injury bleeding. Let's make his bones. Let's see here. Bones. Let's see. So I kept this there just in case. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna leave that little dent so that way I can see. Let's go with the bones. Okay. See what I look like, what the other people thought of. So they have it completely ripped out. They always have him like have one ear and he's always got it ripped out. So let's just get some more skeletal structure in there. Does it go through? What? Oh. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Let's get a little bit more thin. I want to make sure it's like kind of like crumbling. Because the original one didn't have it. I'm gonna give him so I'm gonna give him a little customization right here. It's going to be his little paw here. On the other hand, it's gonna be very much right there. So he has like that little like gip there. Hold on. So that's his paw right there. That's the paw. So let's see if I can make it a little bit more like endured. I want this thing to look like it had its flesh freaking seared off. Like fucking off its body. And this is the best part here because you can kind of make it thinner using the inside sometimes. Like I just obey it sometimes. Let's put more bones in here. There we go. Another one in here. All right, let's see. Now we got to make it's white. It has white bones, of course. Let's go. Let's get his little bony bones in there. I mean, I kind of don't hate the nub, but I do. It's like complicated to explain. I have like a love-hate with the nub. I don't like that one. I think I'm just gonna cut that one real quick. Hold on. See if I can erase that real quick. Or maybe I can make it work. Let me see. I'm trying making it, giving it like a little bony deal. Maybe I'll keep it there just in case. I can erase it anytime. Good. There's little bones there. Good. Why is it not working? Oh, it's not on brush mode. That's why. All right, let's go. How's my connection looking? Let me just make sure my thing's still capturing good. Okay, good. Now let's zoom out a little bit and see those bones. Okay, so it has a little bit. I don't like this one here because it's kind of a bit out of time. I'm gonna get rid of that nub right there. I don't really like it. Let me try and redo that one. Let's just take this out. In general, let's start from scratch. Wait, what the f... I knew that was going to happen. At one point, you know what was going to happen. Everybody knew. I was going to accidentally go there and just fucking up. Let's go back there and take care of that. Let's try this. It's supposed to simulate a rib cage, but I'm not really good at drawing pixel art. That's kind of like my one weakness with this stuff. I can't draw pixel art. I can't. I'm really bad at this stuff. I can scare people, but I can't draw. Okay, I don't like that nub there. I need to do something here. Because if I do, people are gonna think it's a giant dick. So let's just close that out. It's starting to look more like classic, say, cold Pikachu. Oh, wait, where's that part from? Huh? Let's see, is it this? Is it this? Where's that part coming from? Is it this? Let's go with the black. Is that the one there? Yeah, it's the one. Let's get that back. It's bones. Cool. Good. Good, good. The reds. I'm going to give it a little bit of bone right there. Not a lot. I want a little bit of the skull poking out. I'm not expecting a lot of people to like this one, but hey, it is what it is. I just wanted to do this because I was feeling nostalgic tonight. Halloween, I'm going to be at Jason Root's place, the guy who produced my show, and he's going to be doing a Halloween party. I'm going to show him something obscure. Look at that. Look at that. It looks kind of cute, and he looks happy enough. He looks happy enough. I'm not going to argue with that. So what we're going to do is, if there's anything I've learned, it's, gore is darker. Guts represent darkness, and lighter is blood, because the lighter it is, the bloodier it gets. So I'm going to get a little bit. I think I did a crack in one of them. I did not. I'm not really seeing it. Let me see what the original Sprite did. Are they even? Hold on. Okay, no, it is correct. It's anatomically correct. All right. So let's see here. Don't worry, I'll work on the smile last. I promise you it's going to be good. That being said, let's work on the blood and gore. Blood and gore. 4. What the fuck? 4? Man, what a day. Let's see here. I never really got that in the creepypasta. Why is the blood purple? It's like, I guess it's supposed to simulate, what do you mean not? No. I guess it's supposed to simulate, like, blood that's been, like, frozen? Maybe? I'm not too sure. I'm gonna give him a little bit of brains in there. Let's get his brains out. It's exposed. No, I don't like that. Good stuff? I guess. He didn't have a lot of gore. That was pretty much simple enough. So let's get the blood in there. Surprisingly, I'm finishing this up faster than I thought. The blood was pretty easy. It's just dabbing. Not that kind of dabbing. So I want to give him a little pull this time. He has to sit in his own little pool of blood. Let's get his own little pool of blood in there. Let's go. What the fuck? Okay. I guess that could suffice for a pool of blood. Give him a little bit more blood here. A little bit of blood here. Let me just put some blood in here. As if I did for blood. Wait, that was gore. Okay, blood. Okay, there we go. Let me just put some blood over here. A little up here. We get this. That's good. A little blood. Everybody loves the blood. What the fuck? Wait, what? What's blocking that one? Is that what I did for... Wait, where did this one come from? Okay, I see what I did. All right, let me just take care of those. There we go. Let's get some blood in there. Now let's get some blood. Beautiful old blood. Blood, blood, gallons of the stuff. Let's get some blood in there. Like to make, this is my favorite part. I loved making the blood like more drippy. This is not meant to be the best one, but I think it turned out really good. Let's see what I did here. Let's look at it and just, yeah. Yeah, let's get some in there. Yes! Yes! Right there, I like the crack. I can try and put a crack in there, maybe I can. Let me see if I can put a crack in there. Let's go back to the bone and see if I can put a crack in there. If I did, it's probably going to be like a little bit of beep. No. Beep. Beep. I can't really do much with it. I think that's the best I can do. Maybe I can put another one in here. I could put a little pink in there. But no, that's not what we're here for. No, you're here for the creme de la creme. You're here for the smile. Now the smile is going to be a little bit tricky because honestly it was easy to make back then. Like this thing right here, I don't even remember how I made. Yeah, I went off of it a little bit. So this one was simple. This one was built with the Sprite. I like how it kind of like blends with the bones there. This one was more just pasted on there, just like a regular zip, zip, zip. This one I loved. Now, for this one, is going to be a little bit different. Well, not so much. I'm going to see if I can make it wider. Wider and more razored. Because I'm looking at pictures of it right now, and people like his mouth wider and wider open with more razor bladed teeth. So the goal is to make sure he has like... God, these images. I wonder why he's happy. Someone actually made, this will make the cold Pikachu happy. We're going to give him tacos. That was always my favorite one, the tacos. He did it. He cracked the case. All he just wanted was tacos. All right, let's see. Who doesn't love... Yeah, I know, right? Who doesn't love tacos? I agree. This might be a little bit crummy, so... Like I said, I'm not really good at this, so bear with me on this. I don't like that one. So let's see. Oh no, I missed it. The mouth is up. Can I move it? See if I can move it a little bit. Well, I can make it. I can make this work. I just gotta erase some stuff. I don't want it to be like that. No. I want to leave a little bit there. Yeah, that's good. A little bit lower. Can work, maybe? Wait, I got a better one. I got a better idea. I got a better idea. Hold on. What if I'm going to make this an alternate version, but let me see. Here we go. Let's get there. Let's see. I actually don't know what I was thinking when I made the second one. Just because I just thought I must have been like very bored or like borderline drunk last then when I made it. I gotta have enough room for the teeth. The teeth are what make this thing more vicious. Let me try it with the teeth. Or better yet, I got a better one. I got a better one. Hold on. Let's go. Would you do another creepypasta? I might. I have considered remaking it. I mean, yeah, you leave good enough alone, but like, it's still like, you know, I want to see what I can do. Maybe this could work. I don't know if it would be scary though. That's my problem. Like, could people still be afraid by it? This one looks a little bit more. I don't like this smile. This smile is disgusting. No, no, I'm not doing that one. How did I do the other one? I like the smile on this one, but I need to figure out how I make it more like, you know, terrifying. All right, let's go and make that like draft one. Okay, let's see what we can do. Smile is always the scary part. I mean, not just the scary part, the hard part. It's kind of like one of the things where I really do got to do some manipulation. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty good. Okay. Let's see. We may have something. May have something. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, not yet. I have to put the bottom one on there. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Hold on. I gotta make them white. What am I doing? They're bones. I gotta make them white. Let's do this. So let's just do it like this. Some white. White, 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 white. White, 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 white. Right. Now let's make the other ones black. Make it look like a real super freak. I kind of want to make it look like its mouth is opening a little bit. Now, let's see. Ugh, not as good as I hoped. But it's close. Here's what I'll do. Let me try something else. Let me try see if I can make the teeth a little bit more transparent. Let me see. Oh, we got something. We have something. There we go. Let's do that. See if I can make this white. Let's get some white in there. It's almost there. It's almost there. Look, he's covered in Nickelodeon gack. Is it? I don't. This is a hard one, man. I don't remember the smile being this difficult. All right, let's see. If you guys are tuning in, this was draft 1. Draft 2 was dude. I kind of, because like when I made the first one there, it was harder to make. But I wanted to make like thing here. Like I like what I did with the jaw. I actually did have something manipulated. But let's see. I won't give up. Let's try draft 3. Okay. There we go. Let's see what we got here. As you can see the smile on my face. Whenever I do like stuff, I try and like model it myself. Not bad, but I kind of like it more when it was like. Maybe I can lower it. Let me see if I can lower it just manually. Looks pretty good. No, that's too much. If I do that, it's gonna be like, eh. A little uneven though. Let's get some blood in there. Let's get some more blood. I'm not gonna admit this one is like the most impressive, but I think it's got some good juice to it. Let's move back. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. No way. So this is version 5. 4 for me, but the 5th version of the official. I dub thee the official. I dub thee the official. Looks pretty good. I feel like it could use a little bit more. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna experiment with something. I'm gonna put a little bit more gore in there. There's got to be a way to put more gore. Let me see something. There was some other things there. Hold on. Stand by. Let me just go to my DeviantArt page. And there might be some ways I can put some like slight gore into it. After I save this picture of Bluey hanging out with the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Let's see. Gotta go way back for this one. There we go. Okay, so these here are the other sprites I did. I used more like pink for gore. So I can try and put some gore in there maybe. So I'm gonna choose let's take this picture of Meganium. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Okay. Let's go and give him some pink. That's all I needed. That's all I needed, Meganium. I'm gonna give this thing a little bit of pink right there. Okay, here we go. Put this here. Does this do anything? Is this like part of anything? Okay, and it's not. So let's get some gore in there then. What? No. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, might have to put up the other one. Why is it so faded? Did I accidentally? Okay, there's the problem. Okay, I see what I did. So let's see what we can do with the gore. See if I did anything else. I did some stuff with Snorlax. He was pretty good. Get like a big like gore thing here, like yeah. Yeah, I got an idea. I'll make it a little settled. Man, I'm just killing time at this point. Hmm. Maybe less is more, but I can try again. I don't want it to look like what I did with Feraligatr here, where I gave him like a weird colon dick, whatever it is. So one of the other things I always want to do is rotting Celebi. Yeah, I think I'll do. You know what? I'm gonna do a Celebi real quick. Let me see if I can find Celebi sprite real quick. The rotting Celebi was one of my favorite. Actually, here's a little fun fact for you. When I made the film, um, we actually found the same scream that was used in Five Nights at Freddy's, and we pitched it. Let me see here. Pokemon Silver Celebi Sprite. Now where is he? He's right there. Oh dear Lord. What am I doing with my life? Let's see if I can do Celebi real quick. Let's see here. It's hard to find sprites, honestly. And that's the Snow on Mount Silver Celebi, I think. Yeah, Snow on Mount Silver Celebi is right there. Oh, God. I'll be saving that for later. Celebi elves? What is that? I didn't want to make it a shiny Celebi per se. I wanted it just to be a Celebi. Let me see if I can get the sprites gallery like I did. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get the Gen 2. This one will work. The open image, new tab. There we go. Copy image. Bang. Okay. Let's see if I can make her real quick. Let me see what I got for the original one. Not expecting you to be finished, but we'll see. A lot of people actually get a lot of things wrong about this one. Like, the rotting Celebi was easily one of my favorite ones, but I kind of wanted her to be more, or it, or whatever they want to call themselves. I wanted them to be more corpse-like, because in the story it's described it to be a rotting carcass. Ugh, rotting carcass. Ah, fuck me sideways. Let's see. You can beat this before the time runs out. So more about the production. I shot it at my old house, and it was a hard production. Really, I had to like spend time, tell my parents to vamoose and do it. One time I forgot to ask them, and yeah, we shot the hospital scene at my school when it can't, and the one of the sound stages at Full Sail University. I want to thank them for letting me use their studio. God, look at this thing, and it reminds me of Kofi from a chicken nugget. I don't know why, it just does. I don't know why I'm coloring its eye in, because I'm going to make it red and black in just a couple of moments. It's amazing what you can do with like little pixels. I don't like tracing these, but it's the only way to make it look authentic. I'm not really that good a painter. I would totally like to paint a more authentic one, honestly. I guess that's it. No, I forgot I did this. There you can see its wings. Okay, let's make her eyes a little bit bigger. Let's do this. Make it black. Its eye must be completely black. Red, there's supposed to be a red spot in the eye. Someone did make a shot of the Celebi. Its withered look. See if I can make it a little bit more dark on this side. Cool. Cool, cool. It's a good thing he didn't have any blood. Celebi was just more easily like out there, honestly. I think Celebi you don't get a lot of images of. I really don't know why. Like in the story, it's described as, let me see. I don't know if Celebi was in the lineup. Let me see here. Pairing skin tinged blue against another mangled Pokemon sprite with Celebi. In the center of that black eye hole was it of that black hole was its eye, a single red dot burnt out like an ember. And the thing looked rotted. I didn't even throw out my mostly dead Typhlosion before it moved. So I had to make it look like crazy. Get rid of its, let's just go classic. Let's just go get rid of its body. Oh yeah, I forgot to do its skin. Thanks for telling me. Oh, we got like 15 minutes left. I gotta go quick. Gotta go quick, gotta go quick. Let's boost up that thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. They're serving meatloaf today. God, this is bringing back so many memories of when I made the sprites. Celebi was one of the more simpler ones. I think Celebi was the first one I ever worked on actually. But yeah, I remember when I premiered it, it was we it was the first time I actually ever live streamed. I went to the simple website livestream.com. And it was just, and that's what I did. I posted it live, and there you go. Let's crack this thing in half. I like how Celebi's weighing that ass. Damn, I forgot about the black. I might not have time to do it. Wait, hold on. There we go. Good. Good. Let's just make that all black. All right, let's see what we can get rid of. Only got 10 minutes left. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. I do like what I did before where I had its jaw exposed. I won't deny that, but like, you know, it was kind of more of a, she had a similar like thing to her. Tell you the truth. Let's go here. Good thing. Where's that one coming from then? Is it this? There we go. What the? Okay, I guess I got that one there too. Let's get some teeth in there. I don't remember what my thought process was, but like when I made it, it was like what it's a corpse. It's like a corpse. So what do I so I gotta make it give it like a corpse face. I didn't want it to look happy. I needed it to look like really depressed. Yeah, she's not easy to make. Let's see if I can get some ripping here. Let's get rid of that. A little bit of this. All right, let's get a little black in there. Let me just see if I can get the original sprite group. There we go. Maybe I put a little one here. I think that should do it. Wait, let me just put a little bit more bone over here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to erase this. I'm just going to erase this. Or better yet, I'll get rid of the other. Let's maybe see if I can expand it. Because I forgot, I realized that like one thing is like gone. Let's see. No, let's tear it up. Let's get that shit tearing up. Erase all that. Let's get rid of all this. If I were to do another one, I'd probably like try and I'd probably what's the word I'm looking for? There we go. So I can put a little crack in there to end the night. Well, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Let's give it a little haircut first of all before we go. Let's give it a haircut. There we go. That should do it. I think it looks pretty good. Hope you guys enjoy that. That being said, I think that should do it for the night. Yeah. So, yes, thanks for watching. If you don't know, have a good night, have a happy Halloween, and stay safe. See you in a couple of weeks. Next week we'll return with ants. Bye.